Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Honolulu Desperados. That's right. We are back with the Year 10 playoffs. Can you believe it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 years of Desperado football, a full decade of Desperado football that has included 4 championships, 4 Super Bowls, and a whole lot of memories to go alongside that. But we can add a 5th championship, and Jonathan Young, our franchise quarterback, who we paid a massive amount of money to in the last episode, can establish himself as the greatest Desperado quarterback of all time if he's able to win a championship here. And not only win a championship here, that would be his 3rd, it would be back-to-back. Can that all happen? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. This video will only be as long as however long we stay in the playoffs. So if we're one and done in the wild card, if we lose to the Detroit Lions in the first game, then it's unfortunately a pretty short episode. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. That's the obvious goal at the end of it. So I hope that's what happens. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Please subscribe to the channel. It would really do a lot to quiet the voices in my head, make sure that they don't take over and hurt me more than they already have. So if you want to help me out, subscribe to the channel and the voices will be quiet. With all that being said, it is time to get into the Year 10 playoffs with your Honolulu Desperados. I can't wait. So we finished the season, we finished year number 10 with a 12-5 record. Unfortunately, that wasn't good enough to win the number 1 seed in the entire NFC. I don't even know who won the NFC. It was the Cowboys, as I should have expected probably, who went 13-4. And then the Texans and Jaguars also went 13-4. So unfortunately, we are the 2 seed. That's okay. We do have to go through the wild card. If you want to look at the stats for the season or the like the recap of what happened at the end of last episode, go back and watch the last episode, and you'll be able to see all of that. We're not going to go through that today because it's all about the playoffs. It's all about the Detroit Lions in Game 1, then probably against, I guess depends on who wins this game because we would play the 2nd lowest seed. The Cowboys get to play the lowest seed remaining, and then we play the 2nd lowest seed. So let's say the Packers won and the Falcons won. We would play the Falcons because the Packers are 6th seed, so they would play the Cowboys. But if the Rams and the Vikings won, then we would play the Vikings, which is not ideal. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm hoping that at least one of the lower seeded teams gets an upset. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. We can't really focus on that right now because we got to focus on our game ahead. We can't be focusing on who we're going to play in the next round. We got to focus on the team in front of us, which is the Detroit Lions. One of our biggest rivals, mainly our big rival when it comes to the playoffs, which, funny enough, we're in the playoffs and we're playing them again. We've had multiple different battles with the Detroit Lions in the NFC title game, some that we've won, some that they've won. So this is a pretty big rivalry between us and the Lions. It's probably our biggest rival outside of the San Francisco 49ers, I would say. The Detroit Lions are, so that's kind of what I've gotten from these 10 years so far. So we're going to rock at home, white uniforms in Honolulu. The home crowd is behind us. We got to go and make sure that we move on, and this video is not 10 minutes long. Here we go. Wild card weekend. Desperados and Lions. It's a rivalry renewed one more time. And we're down 3-0 as the first quarter comes to an end, but we have a chance to put up a touchdown, and we do. But the Lions come back really quickly and put up a touchdown. I'm a little bit scared now. We get a field goal to tie it at 10. Coming to the end of the first half, and the Lions score a touchdown. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. The Lions are up 19-10. They're up 22-10. We score a touchdown. Okay, things are getting a little bit crazy here. Things are getting a little bit crazy. It's 22-17. I don't want things to go badly. We got to try and win this game. 3rd and 6. If we could force a field goal, that would be the ideal situation, but I don't want to force anything. I want to force... That's 4th and inches. That's close. I think that might have been a first down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's a little crazy. It makes sense, but it's a little crazy. Get the pressure with the linebackers. Intercepted. It's intercepted by Barnes. Ricardo Barnes has a chance to take it to the house. They tried to go in the flat. It's going to be a pick 6. Nobody is near him, and Ricardo Barnes is in the end zone. Pick 6 Desperados. Oh my God, Ricardo Barnes one-on-one with the receiver in the flat, and he just steps in front. He steps in front. It's picked off. They went to Amon-Ra as well, their best receiver. That couldn't have gone better. That could not have gone better. And we get the ball. The Lions couldn't do anything with it on their next possession. So it's 25-22. What a time for the first pick of the game. And Bijan, the veteran, he still got the moves. He still got the motion in the ocean. This offensive line's been blocking for Bijan for millennia. They know how to do it. Or maybe they don't. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, I would assume. What a crazy turn of events. They went for it on 4th and inches when they could have clearly kicked a field goal and made it 25-17, which in turn, if we would have scored, would have just ended up in a tie instead of us being ahead 25-22. So you got to question the decisions of the Detroit Lions. I don't think Dan Campbell is the head coach here in Detroit anymore. I mean, I wouldn't think so. I guess he still could be. And that's going to be picked off. Lynn Lashley, I pressed the animation for the aggressive catch, but he didn't give me an aggressive catch animation. He kind of dove away from the football there. I'm not sure what happened there. I went with the aggressive catch. He didn't, like, attack the ball. Somehow they only ended up with a field goal there. I'm not sure how that happened. But we are able to kick a field goal with the game on the line, and somehow the Desperados win the game. We survive the wild card round. Yeah, it's not Dan Campbell anymore. We survive the wild card round. That one is for the history books, ladies and gentlemen. That one is just another crazy game in the lore between the Detroit Lions and the Desperados. What a crazy game. It was a pick 6 to get us up 25-22, then a pick by Jonathan Young. He throws a pick to the Lions, and then they only come away with a field goal after that? Crazy. And then we come down and we kick the field goal to win the game. Absolutely insane. Now we have a playoff home game against the Rams. So it looks like they did upset the Vikings. Or not the Vikings, the Falcons. But speaking of, the Vikings did get upset, just not by the Rams, by the Packers. So it is a 1 versus 6 and a 2 versus 5. So my scenario that I wanted actually came true. Because the 2 low seeds upset the higher seeds. So we get to play the 5-seeded LA Rams at home. Now, if we can get lucky and have the Packers upset the Cowboys, then we'd have 3 straight home games to the Super Bowl. That would be ideal. I don't really want to go to Jerry's World to play the NFC title game, but I guess that's if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. But we can't look forward too much. We have to look forward to the LA Rams, and take on them. And you know what? We're going to rock with the All Grays today. They got oh my God, I didn't even put it together. Micah Parsons, I see him over on the left side of the screen. I didn't even put it together until I just saw it right now. They've got Micah Parsons on their team. That's who signed him away from us in the offseason last year. We played them twice during the season because they're obviously in our division. We split 1-1 against them, and now we have to play them here at home in the playoffs. The stakes could not be higher. All right, it is time for the NFC divisional round. Rams and Desperados. We need to score, and we need to score quickly. This team is good, but they're not as good as us. They are very good, though. They have a really good defense, which is going to be a problem for our offense, I would think. It's 10-7 Rams. It's now 13-7 Rams. 16-7. Okay, there's a nice touchdown. Let's score again, please. There it is, 21-16. Let's just get some stops. Force them to get the ball back to us. Or they take the lead at the end of the game. That's also a possibility. Kick it and win. Kick the field goal and win. 24-22. 24-22. 18 seconds remain. The Desperados have a lead. We just need to hold off. No more timeouts for the Rams. We cannot let them get into field goal range, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot let them get into field goal range. We have to stop them. Burrow has a man. It's caught. Keep him in bounds and keep him down. Good job. That wastes a lot of time. There's no way they can run this clock down. There's no way. That's it. That's ball game. Desperados survive. And I mean survive in the most realist sense. We survive against the LA Rams. Woo! That right there was a tricky game. Man. That was... I was not sure we were going to come away with that at the end. That field goal to go up 24-22 was massive. I would have preferred a touchdown to kind of just put it away, but I'll take the field goal if it means we win the game. And now we have to go to Dallas to play the Cowboys. It's not looking good. Oh, I'm terrified, man. I am terrified. If I was a little scared to play the Rams, I am mega terrified to play the Cowboys. Especially on the road in Dallas. This is not going to be easy whatsoever. We are going to put our... You know what? We're going to go all in on the dark unis. We're going to go all in the dark unis. And we got to win. If we want to go to the Super Bowl, we got to get through Dallas. We enter Jerry's world as the enemy. And we take a quick 7-0 lead. That's ideal. I like that. But the Cowboys fire back 7-7. Come on, boys. This is not the LA Rams. We are better than this team. 10-7, 17-7, but they come back late first half and they get a touchdown. 20-14. Come on, Desperados. 21-20. Oh, Dallas is dangerous. 24-20, but with a touchdown, a quick touchdown from Desperado territory. 27-24. 2-minute warning is coming. This could be the icing on the cake to send us to the Super Bowl. Hand this ball off to the greatest of all time, Bijan Robinson. He can't get the first down. I mean, he almost did, really. 3rd and 2. We got to score. It's just got to happen. We've got to score. Hand this ball to Bijan again. He takes it forward. Another timeout is used by the Cowboys. That's the final one. They want us to go for a kneel, which would be a smart move. But I want to put this one in the end zone here. A handoff is to Bijan. The score, and that should do it. A 10-point lead with no more timeouts for the Dallas Cowboys. And they can't do it. Honolulu will survive and head to the Super Bowl for the 2nd straight year. Ooh. What a game and what a playoff run right now. We have a chance to go back to back. We have a chance to go back to back to back to back to back. Who are we playing in the Super Bowl? That's the biggest question. Who's it going to be? Who is the team that we will meet in the Super Bowl? The New York Jets of all teams. Okay. How did the Jets get here? They beat the Chargers, and then the Patriots actually upset the 1-seeded Texans. And then the Jets beat the Patriots, unfortunately, and they will play in the Super Bowl against us. So it is a 2 versus 2 in the Super Bowl. Kind of wild if you think about it. This is for all the marbles, baby. We are clearly the better team on paper, but we got to actually go do that on the field and beat them and win another title. Our fifth championship in the 10 years. That is 1,000% a dynasty. While I was getting the jerseys set up for the Super Bowl, I realized that the quarterback of the New York Jets is none other than Mac Jones. I'm not kidding you. Mac Jones is the starting quarterback. I'm pretty sure he's an X Factor as well. He is the starting quarterback for the New York Jets here in 10 years down the line. So that's quite the little thing as we have a Super Bowl Desperados and Jets and we lead 28-10. This is what I'm talking about. Blow out the Jets. Let's go. Keep it coming. 35-17. We're rocking the all red. And I think the Jets players kind of have read the writing on the wall here. It would be beautiful if we could send Devontae Smith off into the sunset with another championship to add to his 5th championship of his career. That'd be ideal. 2nd and 2. Hand this off to Bijan. There's the handoff. Bijan Robinson falls forward to the 1. Almost got there. And I think we have to hand this ball off to Bijan Route. It's only right that we hand this ball off to Bijan. Oh my God, they were ready for it in the middle of the field. They were prepared for the handoff. That is for sure. Ooh, but this is a very favorable run. Very favorable run. So we hand it off to Bijan again. I tried to hurdle, but I get it back to the 1 yard line. Are they really going to try to hold me out here? Maybe this isn't a Bijan play. Maybe this is somebody else. This is a Pat Freiermuth play. The veteran, the man who's been here since the beginning. He was the backup originally behind David Njoku. We finally gave him his starting spot, and he has been the definition of consistency here in Honolulu, and he gets a championship touchdown in the Super Bowl that's going to ice the cake and get us our 5th title. And there it is. The Honolulu Desperados have gone back-to-back with Jonathan Young. Maybe even 3 straight. Is that 3 straight? We'll have to check the season recap. But that is, I know for a fact, that is title number 5 in the 10 seasons. Jonathan Young has established himself. He has cemented himself as the greatest quarterback in Desperado history. Anthony Richardson only was able to manage 2 before we had to let him walk. Now, maybe that's not Anthony Richardson's fault. We couldn't pay him, to be fair. If we would have paid him, he would have been the quarterback the entire time, and he would have probably all 5 Super Bowls. But he had to leave. He went to Cleveland, and Jonathan Young ends up winning 3. Who's going to get Super Bowl MVP? I don't really know. But it's very poetic that Pat Freiermuth, who knows how much longer Freiermuth has left in the tank. He might even retire after the season. You never know. It's very poetic that the one guy who's been one of the guys that's been here the entire time and was even a backup, and there he is, there's Mac Jones, was even a backup at the beginning of the series, ends up becoming a great Desperado, an underrated Desperado. A lot of people might not think of Pat Freiermuth when they think of like the great Desperados of all time. But he's been here since the beginning. He's been a grinder. He's been a team player. He's probably even a team captain at this point. And that might be his last time in a Desperado uniform. You never know. We get some big-time upgrades. We've made it to the off-season. The season recap. Jonathan Young is the MVP. The quarterback that we played against in Dallas, Garrett McCarron, he gets MVP of the league. CeeDee Lamb, Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year. Larry Parker, running back for the Browns, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Isaac Holloman is the Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's a linebacker for the Texans. Okay, so that is back-to-back, but it's not 3 straight. We got the 1 last season, and now that was our 4th, and that's our 5th. So 5 titles in 10 years. I'd say that is... Oh, we did go back to... Or triple... Yeah, we had a 3-peat there for a second. Oh, that's right, because that was Anthony Richardson 2, and then that's Jonathan Young's first one. That's right. So, but then we have our 5th and our 4th and our 5th right there. Beautifully done. Back-to-back titles for the Desperados. 5 in 10 years is very impressive. I will say that. I will say that. We'll get to the re-sign period, and then we'll wrap up the episode there. What a crazy playoff run that was. That Rams game, that was just an absolute insanity. Oh my God, that was a crazy game. Any big upgrades? Freiermuth didn't retire. Devontae Smith is still here, but he'll walk when we don't re-sign him in free agency. He'll leave. So that'll be Lynn Lashley as the number 1, and then Clayton Mahan as the number 2, and then Britton as the number 3, McClellan as the number 4, and then Dixon as the number 5. So that'll be how it looks. Jonathan Young is playing up to a 99 overall, but he's not there just yet. Offensive line looks great. Harrison is probably going to get the start over Freiermuth next season. And then defensively, Herrera's a stud. I tell you what, man, moving Herrera down to the defensive line might have been the greatest move we've ever made, because he has just blossomed down there with the duo of him and Downing. And then that's allowed for our guys. And Will Booth, I didn't even realize, finally, after all this time, Will Booth has the star development. It's about time. But it's allowed for Booth and Rice to get those much-needed reps. Ingram and Wilbon have become studs. DeJuan Allen and Jones have become studs. Ramsey and McCullers are great. with Ricardo Barnes, who had the pick six in the Rams game. I mean, absolute insanity. I think that was in the Rams game. He had a pick six sometime. Absolute insanity. Crazy end of the season. That's going to wrap up Season 10. Next episode will be the Season 10 off season, where we say goodbye to some more long-term Desperado players. But we move forward to a new era, a new decade of Honolulu football starts next episode. So I hope you guys are excited for that. If you enjoyed this one, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.